like really tiny. I think they're elves. Yeah, so they're elves, and they're really tiny. So an orange. So somebody drops their orange from their picnic box, and it lands on the ground, and the elf thinks the sun had an egg. So basically, she tells all her friends, and then a bunch of stuff happens. I think. Yeah, some stuff happens. A lot of stuff happens. But at the end, this is my favorite, thing that they say. But the whole story really began a long time before, when a small boy called Danny went looking for wild strawberries in the wood and dropped an orange out of his picnic box. So really, so makes sense. So my story is going to be. Sorry, I need to get my notebook. Is going to basically. I might even make this a play or something with my friends. But now what I have to do is I have to write down so now I have to think in my mind what I want to do. So what I need to do is I need to grab a pencil, which did not break, an automatic pencil. Alright, so let's think. To base it off the sun egg, I'm going to say, one day there was a boy going to school. Oh yeah, I spelled it really wrong. School. Okay. One day there was a boy going to school. He wanted a orange, but he only had an apple. So, yeah. One day there was a boy going to school. He wanted an orange, but he only had an apple. So, sorry, it's just my mom saying something. So really, and they don't have that in the story, so it's not like any copyright or anything. Or is it? It's not. Because maybe that this part wasn't in the story. But of course it's not about an orange anymore. I've made it about an apple. And the elves are going to be in the story, but they're not going to be in the same story. So this is just kind of this is a rough draft, I haven't finished the story, but this is kind of how you would want to do it, you know? So I could highlight any part I wanted to make sure I remembered, like apple. Like made sure I made it nicer. Like apple should look a bit nicer. I think what could look a bit nicer. Going and school was boy. And that's about it. What did I probably want that? So that's just kind of how I do it, so that when I make my rough draft, I don't just, because, okay, so this is a very short little story. This I'm going to use for something. But it's kind of as I'm making my rough draft, I can remember that when I make the real story that I'm going to present to other kids, that it won't look exactly like this, it will look a lot better. That's just kind of the basics of writing a story. Of course, you don't have to do what I did. You can change it up, like maybe instead of highlighting parts you think should be better and making a new one, erasing them and redoing them again, you can do that, but I like to do it this way. So when I make my rough draft, I know what words I especially need to make look just a little bit better, because I want all my words to be sort of the same, look the same height and stuff. Like, of course, they're not going to be like that, but just maybe a little better, you know? So, yeah. So that is how you can easily make a story, because making stories can be hard, and you can need a lot of patience, I think. Making a story is hard, but having something to base it off of helps a lot, because then you have an idea in your head, locked up in your brain. You just have to build kind of off of that. Instead of kind of basing it off, you could make it like an aftermath of what happens after. Like, you could read the whole book, and then you could think, I'll make a story in what happens after. So it could be like a part 2 of the book, but like, it's kind of like that, but not really, you know? So it kind of makes sense. Anyway, that is my amazing thing on how to make a story. So yeah, look forward to probably getting, I don't know when, but probably, maybe not, probably my next video, which I have no idea what it's going to be. Probably going to happen, but I don't know, it may not happen. So